to our last video and last activity of today. So today we're going to close out our lesson by reviewing life skills safety signs. So I'm going to go over and reintroduce these 9 safety signs and talk about them as to where you might see them out in the community. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say each sign. And as I say each sign, you will repeat back after me, starting with hospital. Flammable. Do not enter. No trespassing. Keep out. Exit. School crossing. No bicycles. And caution. So now we're going to talk about these signs as to where you might see them out in the community. Starting with hospital. So you would see the sign for a hospital when a hospital is close nearby. Sometimes you might see these signs on the highway, getting off on the exit, indicating that that is the exit that you need to take to get to the hospital. You will also see these signs when you're close coming into the hospital. Some of you might have passed Rhode Island Hospital, so next time if you're in travels and you pass Rhode Island Hospital, look for this sign to see if you can spot it. The next sign is flammable, and that means that that material can easily catch on fire. Okay, so you have to be very cautious. Could also not only be materials, but it could be different items as well. And sometimes you would see maybe this label on the back of a container or sometimes in a science lab as well. The next one is do not enter. And you would see these signs mostly either on the highway or on roads. So sometimes there's the do not enter sign, maybe when you're going on to the on-ramp, making sure that you are in the right lane to take that on-ramp onto the highway. You might also see some of these signs maybe on a door where they don't want people entering because it might not be safe to go in there. The next one is no trespassing. Now sometimes you might see no trespassing signs on a house that maybe has been abandoned or in a yard that people own, and that means that you are not allowed to go either on that property or in that house or in that area unless you have permission. And if you don't have permission and you're trespassing on someone's property or in a building or somewhere you shouldn't be, you would get into a lot of trouble. The next one is keep out, so very similar to no trespassing. So the keep out sign, sometimes I know growing up, a lot of teenagers would have the keep out sign on their room door, just being funny, and they don't want people coming in their room like unannounced. A keep out sign might be also same thing as a no trespassing sign on somebody's property, on a certain door, in a certain area, and that means that they just do not want people in that specific area. The next is the exit sign. So we have seen these around school. You would also see exit signs anywhere that you go out to the community. Your school, maybe local supermarkets, the mall, the movies, a library, and that's indicating that that's where you need to exit the building. The next one is school crossing. So school crossing means when you see this sign, it means that a school is near, and that it also alerts people that are driving that there could be kids walking and crossing the street, adults walking and crossing the street, parents coming to pick up their kids. So it's alerting the driver that when they see school crossing that they should be slowing down and making sure that they're checking to see that it's safe for them to continue driving and nobody's crossing the street. The next one is no bicycles. So the no bicycles means that you obviously cannot ride bicycles in that area. That means that bicycles are not allowed. You might see a no bicycle sign at a park because maybe they don't want, and also with like skateboarding, they might not want people riding bicycles there in a certain area because maybe it's not safe. And the next one is caution. And caution signs you might see out while you're driving, or It's just alerting you to make sure that you are aware of what is happening around you and you are aware of your surroundings, making sure that everything is safe. So if you see maybe a caution sign out driving, it means that you might need to slow down and look around and make sure everything is safe around you. There could also be a caution label on some of the cleaning products that you might use, or even sometimes a caution sign on small toys. So when you open up like a toy, for instance, and there's a lot of small items, it's alerting the person that bought the toy that they need to take caution, because if you have a small child around and there's small items, you don't want them getting into that. So those are our 9 safety signs and a quick review on where you might see them. The next thing we are going to do is I'm going to say each sign again, and as I say each sign, you will repeat back after me. So we have hospital, flammable, do not enter, no trespassing, keep out, exit, school crossing, no bicycles, and caution. So just like I said yesterday in our life skills video, you want to make sure that now that we're learning these signs and being introduced to these signs, when you're out into the community, when you go out for a walk, if you might go for a drive with your family, I want you to look for these signs and notice where they are in your community. And I know some of you that have been going out to job sites definitely have come across some of these signs, especially maybe Colin and Nyanelli that worked in the library. They definitely have an exit sign there. Same thing with Francesco, who went to go work at the preschool. You might see outside of the preschool the school crossing sign alerting drivers and everybody that a school is coming close. And then anybody that has maybe gone to the hospital for a doctor's appointment, or maybe they had to go in because they weren't feeling well, you might have seen the hospital sign there as well. So that is going to be it for today. I just want to do a friendly reminder, as I put it in the post, that there is no school on Thursday or Friday because it's an extra long weekend for everybody. So I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I cannot wait to learn again with you on Monday. See you Monday, everyone.